Welcome. We are doing Yin Yoga today. So, this means we are going to be staying in postures for a minute or more. The idea is, to be in a different restorative space. Holding those postures with a bit of activity is going to help us create more space in our body. So make sure you set yourself up for this at least 2 blocks. And you can also have a blanket, but you just need to make sure you have some space. And beyond that, maybe some water. But as we move through class, it's really important to make sure that you differentiate between pain and discomfort. It's okay to be in discomfort, but if you're in pain, make sure that you do, modify. But we're going to go ahead and lay it all the way down and take a moment to breathe. Come into your body. You are here, so be here. Go ahead and sway those knees back and forth. Knocking the knees side to side. And then bring those knees into your chest and give yourself a little squeeze here, maybe moving around a little bit. Move the feet or ankles if you'd like. And we'll make our way into a happy baby pose. Widening the knees, taking your hands between the legs, catching the ankles or outer feet, our big toes. Bringing those knees down to the mat. Again, moving if that feels good for you. This is your practice. Pulling your knees back into your chest. Go ahead and put your feet on the floor. Reaching your arm overhead, coming into child's pose here. Bracing the front of your mat. So opening those knees wide, toes together. Reaching those hands out in front of you. Making sure there's enough space for your torso. Relaxing that forehead towards the ground and taking a deep inhale through the nose. Let it all go through the mouth. One more big inhale. Exhale, let it out. Let those hips soften. And one last time, another deep inhale. And as you exhale, make your way into downward dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, finding that shape. Inhale the plank, rolling forward, lowering all the way down to your mat. Coming into cobra here, hands outside the mat, fingertips pressing in and reaching all the way up as high as low as you want. Moving with your breath here, opening up that heart and releasing back down. One more time here. Breathe and lift. Exhale, lower and meet back into child's pose. Take a deep inhale in and exhale out. One more inhale. And again, exhale into downward facing dog. Pedaling through your legs, nod your head yes and no, and start to walk towards your hands. Let the feet be a little wider than your hips, bending your knees, tucking your tail, and roll all the way up. Shoulder blades down your back, inhale, reaching up towards the sky, grabbing onto that right wrist, leaning over to the left. Good, switching sides, leaning over to the right, grabbing onto that left wrist. Coming back to center, release those arms down and roll all the way down. Maybe grabbing onto opposite elbows. You can soften the knees a bit. You want to feel the crown of your head facing towards the floor, chin towards the knees. Just let go whatever came before this, whatever is coming after. Just feel your feet on the floor. Feel that rooting of your heels pressing into the mat. And just take a moment to scan your body. Maybe focusing on the inhale in your nose, feeling that cool air. And as you exhale out the mouth, feeling that warm air blow out. Just knowing wherever you're at is perfectly where you're supposed to be. So take your palms flat on the ground, stepping back into downward facing dog. And then bringing those knees down to the ground. Our next posture is going to be like a toe stretch here. So if you want to use blocks, you are more than welcome to. You're simply going to bring your toes and your heels close together, as close as you can, and sit back on your heels. Your hips land on your heels here, and we're just going to be here for a minute, feeling the arches of your feet. Get a little more space if you need to. And feel free to use the props. You can play around, feeling that stretch. Maybe moving your knees up and down off the ground. Otherwise, we'll just be still for about 25 more seconds here. And just being with yourself and coming back to your breath in these moments. All right, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and come out, moving the blocks out of the way, and maybe stretching those feet out. And we're going to come into a different stretch here for our ankles. It's very similar. You're going to try to bring your toes and heels together. My heels always want to come apart, so just really imagine you have straps around your ankles pulling them together. And as you bring your hips back, again, you can use blocks. You can lift your knees up to get more of a stretch on the top of your feet. This is one of my favorites. Otherwise, stay where you're at. We're going to be here for about another 35 seconds. And there's just something about yin practice that makes time feel like an illusion. Time just seems to slow down when any other time it feels like it goes by in a blink of an eye. Just make sure you're focusing on your breath. See if you can avoid creating any tension in your body for yourself. Sometimes when we're uncomfortable or we're sitting in discomfort, we kind of push away, create extra tension. See if you can just soften and release here. And before you know it, we are done. So coming to your hands and knees, once again, feel free to stretch out those legs. Our next posture is going to be Malasana. So squat, whatever props you like. You can sit on a block as well if it gets too uncomfortable for you. Otherwise, we're going to widen those feet, pointing the toes out and pressing those hands together. Make sure you're not dropping into it, still sitting up tall. And we're here for 1 minute. Halfway through, keep breathing, chest up tall. Sitting with that discomfort. Just know I'm right here with you. Got less than 5 seconds left. And go ahead and release. Coming up into a forward fold, straightening out those legs, and then meeting in a downward dog. Take your time. We have a 1 minute transition here. So you can come down to your hands and knees if you want to move around or do some cat and cows. Otherwise, you can stay in downward dog, maybe moving around the ankles and the legs here. When you're ready, we're going to move into plank and lower down. We're going to come into Sphinx here. Elbows are beneath your shoulders. Reaching your heart open, and we're going to be here for almost a minute. Yin is such an incredible practice of taking your time, allowing yourself to slow down and really be with you. Speed, always doing something, is such a numbing agent. We're always so busy that sometimes we move through things so quickly. We don't always notice things or how we're feeling. Maybe we're avoiding. And this is just such a good way to practice of being with you and yourself and getting comfortable by doing so. All right, go ahead and meet back into downward facing dog. And once again, feel free to add any movement here, as little or as big as you need. Maybe opening up one side to the other, bending the knees. Our next posture is also called like dragon pose, low lunge. We're going to bring our left leg outside of our left hand here. We're going to be here for a little over a minute. If you need more of a challenge, you can put a block underneath that front foot. You need a little help here, you can also place the blocks underneath your hands to bring yourself up. This is such a good opener. Again, coming back to your breath. I like to count in for 4, maybe hold for 2, and then release for 6 or 7. This helps calm the nervous system. I know this is one of the practices I need to do more of, because slowing down and just doing yoga itself, I struggle with, even though I know I need it. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and bring that left knee back to meet your right. You can stay on your hands and knees, maybe doing some up and down dogs, or cat and cows, or you can meet in downward dog, whatever feels best. Good. Go ahead and move around. This next posture we're going to hold for 2 minutes. So you can either lie on your back, crossing the knee over your ankle, or you might find swan, bringing that front knee to the top of the mat using your blocks. You can stay up or you can fold over. It's up to you. Whatever feels best for you or whatever you need. This is also one of the hardest postures for me, which I know again, I need to do it more as my hips are so tight. But if you have a hard time slowing down, making sure you give yourself that time. Coming back to your breath. Keep breathing. We've got about 20 seconds left. All right, when you're ready, take your time. We're going to meet back in downward facing dog or on our hands and knees. And go ahead and move those props out of your way. And then we're going to go back into that dragon pose, low lunge on the other side. And then go ahead and bring that right knee on the outside of that right hand. Using whatever props you need here. And just know it's totally normal if one side feels different than the other. I'm going to be here a little over a minute. We have about 30 seconds left. And when you're ready, make your way back to your hands and knees or down dog, whatever transition you need. We're going to go back to that 2 minutes one after this. So whatever you did last time, we'll do that again. And moving around however you need. And we're going to start to get ourselves set up the same way, bringing that right knee to the front of the mat. I like to set a block underneath my hip just to help support. Otherwise, it just puts a lot of pressure on my knee. Again, you can sit up tall or forward fold. We work through our hips in different ways. There's such a big muscle group and it can feel like a lot. So see if you can just let go of the resistance through each exhale and just meet yourself where you're at. Whatever's coming up, see if you can let go with kindness and softness. And though Yin Yoga is not a breathing process, it can really help just coming back, breathing through, feeling the inhales, letting go, and noticing a little more space on those exhales. And noticing different muscle groups. Like, can you relax your jaw, your shoulders? Are you holding tension in other places when you're uncomfortable? We've got about 30 seconds left. And then we're going to have another transition. And our last posture will be child's pose. And when you're ready, making your way to your hands and knees or downward dog, moving the props out of the way. Meeting yourself where you're at. And just know you can place the blanket underneath your knees or your ankles in child's pose. We're going to meet with our hands out in front of us at first and then stretch to each side. So when you're ready, go ahead and bring those knees down onto the ground, opening up those knees and sitting back onto those ankles. And then we're going to start with a side bend, so walking yourself over to the right, reaching that left arm over. That right hip crease should feel. And you're welcome to make a little pillow with your arm. And I'm going to switch sides and walk yourself over to the left, reaching with that right arm. Settle that right hip back. next inhale and exhale, we're going to meet back into center for about another 45 seconds. Feel free to use a prop here. You can use your arms as a pillow or reach those hands out in front of you. Get a nice long stretch along your back. On your next inhale and exhale, go ahead and lift your chest up. We're going to sit up for our Savasana. So you'll have a nice long rest here. If you'd like to take a moment to stretch out your legs, you can. Take any last movements that you know you may want. Otherwise, you'll meet on our back. I'm going to lay one block underneath my hips. Get a hip opener here. Sometimes I use a block underneath my head, but I didn't feel that I needed it today. Again, listening to your body. And lie those hands alongside. Take a really deep inhale. And exhale, feeling the back of body and your head in the mat, back of shoulders, down the arms to our fingertips. Let those feet widen and soften down. Relaxing on the eyes, imagine that the eyes could settle back into their sockets. Eyelids could heavy. Let the brow smooth. Let the belly be soft. Go ahead and let go of the control on your breath here. And if you notice you're still holding on anywhere, let go. If you have a few more minutes, you can definitely stay here. Otherwise, slowly wiggle those fingers and toes. If you're using a prop, slide it out from underneath. Move it out of the way, stretch those arms over up. Bending over to the side. And making our way into a seated position. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I'm going to go ahead and center here. So bringing one hand to the chest, maybe one hand to the belly. And notice how you feel physically, mentally, emotionally after this practice, how you feel. If there's any space, any lightness that came up. Send yourself a thank you for showing up. Have a good day.